Hey everyone, Patrick from Patrick's RCs here. This is my first YouTube video, but I just wanted to do a quick build breakdown on my SCX24 pre-runner. To start off, it's a 1955 Chevy cab. This file is available on Coach 3D for free, and I will be uploading my own fender flares and rear bed quite soon. For the bed, it's just the fenders. You'll see they're mounted by screws in here, the bed sides, as well as the bar. Wheels are also printed, just a method style design, front, rear, as well as my spares. The tires are DJ Crawler 55 by 22 all-terrains. They do have printed inserts. I won't be selling them, but if you want a pair, definitely make sure to check out Flub RC. The paddle tires, if you want your own, let me know. I'm happy to send a file, or they will be available in September, I think, for different wheels and different styles. They're printed from Ninja Flex TPU, so nice and flexible, fully functional, and they've been working great. The rear tire carrier here, it does swing open so that it's very easy to swap the two. Just a full printed assembly in here, and this just holds stock front axle shafts in there so that I can screw the tires in. This rear platform here that holds the tire mount is also my rear body mount. It just pivots open from there. Some magnets in the front, also on a printed magnet / shock mount. This here is my battery compartment, made to just look like a fuel cell. I've got my 2S 1200 milliamp hour battery in here, and it doubles as a shock mount. This is a Hot Racing oil-filled shock, Endura long travel double-barreled shocks. They've been working great. And then you'll see the sway bars from SWDRC. The ones that he's currently making are carbon fiber, but fit and function is pretty much the same. Right here in the back, I've actually got it drilled through the chassis and running through there. And then in the front, it's got a very convenient mount. It's a little tough to see in there. So it's bolted to the chassis, and you'll see the bar itself just runs right in front of the transmission there. In terms of electronics, radio link receiver with a gyro. It's set at about 20%, which has been great for just driving around. It helps to keep it straight when it gets knocked off course and doesn't interfere much. This is a Furatech Lizard Pro. I'll be uploading this case to Coach 3D as well for anybody that has the naked one and just wants to get it into a little box there. Connected to a Furatech Godzilla motor. This has been great. It does get a little hot, but that is mostly because of the gearing. 0.5 mod, 24 tooth pinion, and 32 tooth spur. The spur is from Mofo RC, as well as these trailing arms and my rear axle shafts that are made from, it's either hardened steel or spring steel, but either way they've been great. I haven't had any issues with them. Regular Emax servo, this one's been running just fine. I've got some printed steering links on it, and the rest of my links, other than the Mofo trailing arms, are all printed. This is actually a Hot Racing oil-filled shock. So I've got a custom printed skid plate, which gets rid of the angle in the chassis, and it allows for a little bit of dampening. I've got some diff fluid in there, so it's because it doesn't use a lot of the travel. So the diff fluid just gives it a little bit of dampening. Endura worm gear in the rear. There's nothing in the front, fully open. Endura drive shaft and some other bits and pieces from them. stock axle housings. I haven't had any issue with that. And the chassis itself is from Hunter RC. I'll tag him below. Definitely make sure to check his stuff out. This is called the Dragonfly chassis. I've done some tweaks and adjustments just to get it to work as a pre-runner chassis rather than a crawler. But as of now, it's been great. I haven't had any issues with it, and I'll keep on using this. I've been getting a whole bunch of DMs on Instagram asking about how to make a fast pre-runner. First things first will be most likely brushless, but there are the new SCX24 straight axles that SWDRC has been testing. He's the one who makes the sway bars. They spin about twice as fast as the SCX24 one, so that with a powerful brushed motor should be a pretty viable, speed option. Once you've got your motor, I'm just running a standard 33% overdrive in the rear, metal drive shaft, of course. You'll definitely need some sway bars. The chassis twist on something like this with the worm gears is really, really apparent. And once you do start carrying some speed, the sway bars make a huge, huge difference. If you check out some of my reels that I've posted in slow motion, you'll really see how it does work exactly like it would on a regular trophy truck, and they've been phenomenal. A whole bunch of stuff on this is custom printed, of course. You should be able to source it in other ways, but if you do have a printer, don't hesitate to reach out to me about files and stuff like that. All of the parts that are on here do fit specifically the Dragonfly chassis, including this rear body mount, the battery case, these side mounts for electronics, the skid plate, and the front shock tower mag mount. You'll see I just got a bunch of iron oxide here on the magnets from running it on the beach. If you guys do have any other questions, feel free to reach out. My email is patrick@patricksrcs.com. My Instagram is patricksrcs, TikTok is patricksrcs, and YouTube as well. SWDRC has been doing this a little while longer than I have, so if you guys do have any questions, don't hesitate to hit him up either. He's the one who makes sway bars, and he'll get you a pair real quick. And Hunter RC makes the chassis. It is still for sale, and he will send you a whole kit with a skid plate and everything else that you need to get started on your build.